Welcome to Meet the Teacher. This is going to be a video that you can always refer back to if you need any information or anything that we've gone over in this presentation. You can always come back and look at it. So we're going to begin by meeting the team. First, we have Miss Zelaya, which is me. This is my 5th year with IDEA, and I have a bachelor's in English and American Literature, a master's in education, and I have a teaching certification in EC through 6. And my favorite core value is bring joy. My co-teacher is Miss Mancia. It's her first year at IDEA, but she's been a teacher's aide from 2015 to 2017 and substituted last year with IDEA. She's currently pursuing her bachelor's in education, and her favorite core values are we achieve academic excellence and sweating the small stuff. The next teachers are Miss Lada. This is her 4th year with IDEA. She has a bachelor's of science in business admin and a teaching certification in EC through 6, and her favorite core value is team and family. Her co-teacher is Miss Lopez. This is her 3rd year with IDEA, and she has her associates in criminal justice. She is currently pursuing her bachelor's in psychology with an emphasis on education, and she will be graduating this year in December. Her favorite core value is team and family. Our next set of teachers is Miss Favela. This is her 3rd year with IDEA, and this is her 8th year in education. She has a bachelor's in education with a minor in psychology, and her favorite core value is team and family. Her co-teacher is Miss Morales. This is her 1st year with IDEA. She has 8 years teaching experience prior in pre-K. She's pursuing her bachelor's degree right now, and her favorite core value is bring joy. Our next set of teachers is Miss Lavis. This is her 3rd year with IDEA. She has a bachelor's in child and adolescent psychology, and her favorite core value is team and family. Her co-teacher is Miss Ontiveros. This is her 1st year with IDEA, 10 years experience working with children. She has an associate's in arts and teaching EC through 6 and a bachelor's in early childhood development. And her favorite core value is we achieve academic excellence. Our last set of teachers is Miss Nazario. This is her 2nd year with IDEA. She has a bachelor's degree from UTEP in psychology with a minor in bioscience. She is currently pursuing her master's in school counseling, and her favorite core value is team and family. Her co-teacher is Miss Shopper. This is her 2nd year with IDEA. She has 3 years prior experience, and she has an associate's in science and child development. And her favorite core value is team and family. So that makes up our entire kinder team. Your scholar might be with any one of these homeroom classes, and we just wanted to introduce everyone off of the team because we all have a very important impact on your child's education, and we might have your child in our class at any moment. So here's the kinder schedule. 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. is breakfast, morning meeting, and Move This World. I highly recommend that you drop off your scholar between 7:15 and 7:30 so that they have enough time to be welcomed into the classroom, have enough time to be a part of morning meeting, and do Move This World. Move This World is a program where students get involved with their emotions and do different activities where they can learn how to discuss their feelings and what feelings are. So this happens from 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Of course, you can always drop off your child between 7:30 and 8 a.m. as well. I'm just recommending dropping them off a little earlier just so that they can get that time with their classmates to talk and be a part of morning meeting and Move This World. At 8 a.m., that's when we begin reading rotations with their college houses. Your teacher will let you know what college house your scholar is in as the first few weeks of school, and they can change college houses throughout the year depending on their skill level. So they are placed based on skill and based on learning pace. So they're paced exactly where they're supposed to be. So this is from 8 a.m. to 9:25, and it's a rotation. They go from working independently to working with one teacher to working with the other, and it's a little circle around the classroom. Then the next thing is science, and science is from 9:25 a.m. to 10:25 a.m. Science is super important this year. We are going to have an hour of it every single day, and there will be a science exam at the end of the year to see how much they've grown. Then there is lunch from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. Then they have Wit and Wisdom from 11 a.m. to 12:25 p.m. Wit and Wisdom is a new curriculum that we're implementing in kindergarten, and this will stand for the English Language Arts. It's a read aloud. We'll go through stories and dissect them and learn how to wonder and form questions about stories. And I'll get more into what Wit and Wisdom is later on in this presentation. Then they will have math from 12:25 to 1:50 p.m. Then they will have recess from 1:50 to 2:20. Then they will have intervention from 2:20 to 3 p.m. and 3 p.m. is the dismissal. So here is a little about our RMTK Reading Mastery Transformation Program. It is small group instruction. Students are grouped appropriately based on their learning pace and knowledge so that all students are met where they are and can be successful and confident. Here are the key terms that we're teaching in this curriculum. We're teaching foundational skills. We're teaching vocabulary, comprehension, writing, and discussion. So they're gaining those strong foundational skills so that they can lead a very strong academic life because they have a good foundation in reading. They're learning new vocabulary, new terms. They're learning how to comprehend what they're reading. That means understanding, be able to answer questions about the story. They're learning how to write between the lines, learning how to write sentences, learning about capitals at the beginning. They're also learning how to discuss the stories with their classmates. So that is our RMTK program, the reading program. This is an example of a textbook page from our book, and it has all of those words. This is lesson 101, and I'll just give you a little insight on how to read these words. If you see a blue letter, that means that letter does not make a sound. If you see underlined letters, that means that's a combination. EA makes the sound E. If you see a squiggly line, that means that that letter makes a sound you don't think it would make. These are our irregular words. They will also be reading stories a few sentences long with quotation marks and different punctuation. Here's an example of one of the stories on lesson 101. This is an example of a mastery test. This is test 11. In the mastery test, they will be asked to write their name. They will be asked vocabulary words, so they will have to spell words. They will be asked to read a story, identify a letter, and identify combination sounds. And then they will be asked to identify these words by sounding them out and then reading them the fast way. So here's an example of where they will be later on in the year when they're on lesson 110. This is a take-home story at the bottom that they will most likely take home to you that they can color and read to you at home. Eureka Math, this is whole group instruction, so it's very different from the RMTK. It has many use of manipulatives, visuals, hands-on activities, verbal responses for higher order thinking. Eureka Math starts the pre-algebraic learning mindset. Intervention time is used for students who need support on certain skills so that all students can be successful. A lesson consists of fluency practice where they play games to build on knowledge that they had previously, anticipation knowledge, and to maintain any of the skills that they've learned throughout the year. An application problem where they learn how to work out problems and how to be able to verbalize how they solve the problem with word statements and number sentences. Concept development is the bulk of the lesson, and it's where they practice that new skill and they go deep into it. Problem sets are where students can show that they learned during their lesson and they can work on their own. And exit ticket shows the gaps in learning that we might have and how to reteach them. If 100% student get it right, that means that we taught the lesson to mastery. And a discussion where the students will discuss how the lesson went, different aspects of it, so that they can deep dive into that conversation and have that cross-curricular in their math lesson. This is Wit and Wisdom. This is the new curriculum that we're implementing this year for kinder. Second grade has been doing this and the students love it. So we are very confident that kinder students will love and benefit from this. Wit and Wisdom is a comprehensive K-8 curriculum that has transformed English language arts. in classrooms across the nation. Students and teachers encounter wit, wisdom, wonder, rigor, and knowledge, and that literature, history, art, and science all have a place in ELA instruction. So it starts with books, excellent texts that are at the center of wit and wisdom. Students build knowledge through carefully curated core texts that are rich with content that piques interest and curiosity, represent grade level complexity. So all of these are grade level appropriate, and showcase diverse perspectives. So I included a picture of all of the books that we'll be reading throughout the year. If you want to take a picture of this just to know what to expect. We will be deep diving into these books all year long. And you'll find that the students will learn something they've never known before. Homework. Homework will consist of reading and math homework pages, so reading ELA and math, to further sharpen and strengthen what was learned in school today. Homework is checked daily and counts towards the scholar's grade. Reading for 20 minutes daily is also required. Parent can read to scholar. If the scholar feels confident enough to read that to the parent, then that is encouraged. And your Wit and Wisdom homework will coincide with that 20 minutes of reading. A weekly homework log will be sent home so that you're communicated what you're doing for homework, and then the teacher can communicate back to you that you completed that homework or what you're missing. Also, they'll be able to communicate how your scholar did that day and all that good stuff. We are available to answer any questions and send remind updates and parent tips home. This is something new we're implementing this year. It is called the monthly book report. Each month, the scholars will have at-home project where they can select a book and create a presentation about the book. So the due dates for this will be provided the first week of school in binders. And this will be for your reference. And of course, your teachers will send updates. This will be counted as an ELA grade. So it'll be counted towards their ELA, their language grade. So it's up to you. You can get as creative as you want with this. I'd highly recommend getting as creative as you want with this so that it's a fun activity that they do at home. It's kind of like a project, right? So I gave an example of a poster board, and all you need, the needs for this project are the scholar writes the title of the book, the scholar writes the author of the book, the scholar writes a sentence, and the scholar finds the moral of the story. So I gave an example. Rainbow Fish, the author is Marcus Pfister. The sentence is Rainbow Fish shared his sparkle. The moral of the story is sharing can bring happiness to yourself and others. And let's pretend that this is a real student. They shared a picture of themselves reading the story. They shared a picture of themselves sharing a toy with their brother. They shared their arts and craft project they did at home, and they shared a picture of their fish from home. But of course, I bet you parents and you students are way more creative than me and can create fun projects. These projects will be shared with their classmates, so it's going to be a fun little museum that they create with these projects for them to get involved in their reading. If you have any questions, you can refer to your teacher, but this is just a monthly project that students will be expected to do. Attendance. Miss a day, miss a lot. You've heard that if you've been here before. We ask that you please refer to the academic calendar and plan any trips around it. We have intersession for trips. We have holidays for trips. Please plan around the calendar. It's important because students learn so much every day and we want them to stay on track. And you can see with that schedule, they have science, they have Wit and Wisdom, they have Eureka, they have reading. So they have so much they learn in one day. And if they're going on vacation for a whole week, they're missing out on, let's see, 4 times 5, 20 lessons if they're gone for a whole week. So just think of that. Weekly assemblies, raffles for prizes are given to scholars that attend school every single day, and there are many more incentives for perfect attendance. We will be doing our part of keeping the classroom clean and promoting hand washing to keep scholars healthy and excited about school. Plus, we love to clean the classrooms in kinder. Student expectations. Scholars are expected to be at school on time every day, 7:30 a.m. breakfast. Drop-off is 7:30. You can drop off as early as 7:15. Pickup is at 3 for pre-K and kinder, and 3:45 for 1st through 5th and 6th through 10th. You'll receive a phone call if your child is not at school or a text message, and we will ask that all appointments are scheduled during the intersession weeks found on your IDEA Public Schools academic calendar. Every day of instruction is important. Miss a day, miss a lot. If you must schedule a doctor's appointment, I recommend scheduling it after 10:30. So make sure your scholar is here for that morning and aim for having that scholar's appointment after 10:30. After school clubs. After school clubs will not be offered to kinder this year. After school clubs begin in 3rd grade. The dress code. IDEA blue polo for academy tucked into bottoms. Bottoms can be khaki, black, or navy blue. Skirts, shorts, and pants. No dresses as they cover the logo of the school on the polo unless they do not cover the logo. White socks, black shoes, black belt on pants, and shorts with belt loops. If the pants do not have loops, then you do not need to wear a belt. During winter, IDEA has a blue jacket that scholars can wear, and I have a picture up here. During extremely cold weather, students may bring a thick non-IDEA jacket, but it will not be worn inside of the classroom, only outside. Friday, scholars can wear a spirit shirt, college shirt, and jeans. So they can choose if they want to wear a school spirit shirt or a college shirt with jeans. But still, black shoes are required on Fridays, with white socks and a belt if the pants have belt loops. But this is important information about the uniform. The classroom uniform, the exclusive IDEA uniform provider is out of certain shirts. So all middle school shirts are in stock in all colors, red, orange, green. Academy shirts are out of stock. There's a lag in distribution from the RGV. So there are a few orders that are being taken and a few orders that are pending. So we will continue to take orders as they come in. Please place your orders with the RGV vendor. I will show you a link later on in this presentation. RGV vendor is shipping out more blue shirts and they should arrive by next Friday. Jackets at IDEA will not arrive until the 1st week of October at best. So in the meantime, scholars who have orders placed so they do not have their shirts yet can wear a standard uniform plain solid blue polo that you can purchase from Walmart, JCPenney, any of those stores. Scholars who do not have orders placed, they can still wear that standard solid blue polo, and we encourage that you place that order as soon as possible. The jacket situation is we're going to wait for the jackets to come in, but scholars are welcome to wear a plain black jacket to school if they need to. Here is a picture of where we sell the uniforms, and this is also the website where you can purchase from. And I've heard that it's cheaper on the website. Here is a picture of the pickup and drop off. If you've done this before, you'll know. Pre-K and kinder are going to be under the canopies right here, and you are just going to follow that street, go around, come in, and be in that lane. We are going to be giving out red placards during the first week, the meet the teacher and the first week of school if you request it, just so that you can place it on your dashboard. So when teachers are getting scholars, if another teacher sees your scholar's name, they can alert your scholar's teacher so that we can get the student to your car as soon as possible. It makes it so much easier if you have that red placard. It's even easier if you tape it to the passenger window so that we can see it much easier. Some cars are really tall and I can't see over the top of it. So again, dismissal for kinder is at 3, and you may drive through the pickup. If you're a walker, you can pick them up in the green arrow over here. And please let us know if your scholar is going to daycare and the daycare's name, or if they're going with sibling's name, sibling's grades. Give us all that information. And the scholars will always go with their oldest sibling. So here's just that pickup and dismissal time again. Here is a picture of our school supply list. We are asking for a Ziploc bag, 1 Ziploc bag, 1 pack of pencils, 3 boxes of tissues, 1 pack of sheet protectors, 2 rolls of paper towels. We go through those really quickly, the tissues as well. 1 binder. For the binder, please write your scholar's name on the binder, because sometimes you'll buy a pink binder for your scholar and then we don't know whose scholar has the pink binder. So I want you to keep in mind that the binder does have the scholar's name on it, but everything else is community supply. 1 pack of glue sticks, 1 pair of scissors, 3 crayon boxes, the 24 count, 4 folders with the prongs inside and the pockets, 2 packs of Expo markers, 2 composition books, 2 Play-Doh containers, and then 1 uniform. Please provide us with a change of uniform for your scholars who may have accidents. Every scholar should bring one. Even if your scholar is potty trained and they've never had an accident, sometimes it happens. So please provide that change of clothes in a Ziploc bag in their backpack daily. You never know when it's going to happen, and you don't want to be at work being called to bring a change of clothes. So please make sure you have that always in their backpacks so that they can use it if the opportunity ever comes up. Here is a picture of our academic calendar for your reference. The first day of school is August 4th. If you need to access this calendar, you can always go onto the IDEA website or on Google, type in IDEA Public Schools Academic Calendar and then click on the El Paso for 2022-2023 and it will appear right there. Here is a picture of our August menu so that you can plan ahead. Scholars are allowed to bring their own lunch in a lunchbox. I would just ask that you label the lunchbox with the scholar's name just in case they take it anywhere, and we can know where to return it to the scholars if it's ever found anywhere. They can also bring a water bottle. It's really encouraged that they bring their own water bottle and that you label it with their name. A lot of scholars end up having the same containers for water bottles and then they don't know which one is theirs. So please label it. If they bring a plastic water bottle such as this one, you can also write their name on the label just in case. If scholars have dietary restrictions, a doctor's note must be turned in to the cafeteria manager and it will be given to the nurse and cafeteria management. So you can turn it in through the front office. This will, like, for example, if your scholar cannot drink cow's milk, then you can provide that doctor's note and then a substitution will be given. So anything that your scholar needs for dietary restriction, or if they're allergic to anything, I would definitely let the school know. And the teacher for sure. Communication. Please download the Remind app and keep notifications on. Lots of important information is shared daily. Please sign up using your scholar's name first, such as Jaden's mom, Jaden L's dad, Jaden's grandpa. Sometimes you have a different last name than your scholar and you have we're not sure who you are until probably the middle of the year. So at the beginning of the year, it makes it super easy to know who we're talking to. So if your child's name is Hazel, it'll be Hazel's mom, Hazel's grandpa, just so that we know who we're talking to and it's easy access for us to contact you. Your teacher will be giving you their Remind code during Meet the Teacher, or it will also be found on their Meet the Teacher handout where you find out a little more about them. And that's it. If you have any questions, please send a Remind message to your teacher and they will get back to you in a timely manner with that information. Thank you for watching this presentation and I hope you have an amazing year.